So yeah, that's to you DMC3 players who haven't played DMC1. Yeah, that's Virgil. You're Virgil, the Virgil. So he's not very prominent in this game because he was not really considered. Well, you know, the way that he was portrayed in Future as, you know, such an important character, he wasn't done here because, I mean, he's just, this is the first game, so I'm gonna save up for the next purple orb. Actually, I don't really want any more skills because I don't really feel I need them. All right, so now we need to get the elixir. The perfect amulet, the combined form of Dante's pendant and the Dark Knight's pendant. It allows entry into the underworld. So anyway, here's Force Edge. So now it gets transformed into this grotesque morphing demon sword, which looks really cool, by the way. I love the way this looks. But this is the Devil Sword Sparta. It's the true form of the Force Edge, the sword wielded by the legendary Dark Knight Sparta. So, Sparta itself is another sword. Yeah, it has sort of a few transformations it can do. No, let's do high time. Yeah. It's really strange though, because it doesn't have Devil Trigger, which is a huge downside. And it does have all the moves that Alistair has, so it can't be upgraded. It already has all the abilities, but because it doesn't have Devil Trigger, it doesn't have Air Raid, it doesn't have what's the name? The other moves. Actually, it doesn't have Round Trip, because I haven't bought it. So yeah, it only has the moves that Alistair currently has. So. I'll use it for a bit. Also, yeah, more underwater sections. So lucky me. But it's such a strange weapon, and I mean there's a reason now that Force Edge is just so useless. But then this doesn't have Devil Trigger. Also, Blue Orb Fragment in that barrel. It doesn't have Devil Trigger, which is so detrimental. You need Devil Trigger. You don't need it, but it's so useful. And it doesn't have it. I don't know why. I guess they didn't want you transforming into Sparta or something. I don't know, but it sucks. Because I want to use Sparta, and I will use it, but it's neutered by the fact that it doesn't have Devil Trigger. You're still around. So we get to start off our time after acquiring Sparta by, using the needle gun again. Which will unlock that. Killing all of them will unlock that. Some weird demon wizardry going on. That's not supposed to happen. How does that work? Red orb up there. just in case you weren't aware. Okay. So we are back in this room, the big tall one with the bedroom at the top, somehow. But here's what you want to do. You want to hit this to make it fill up with water. Beats me how. And then you want to go over to this, and you'll get a Blue Orb Fragment. Now, I'd recommend just going back down to the bottom because it's about to wear off anyway. But yeah, that's what I was thinking of earlier when I was saying, yeah, there's a Blue Orb Fragment in this room, but we can't get it till later. It's super weird. I'm not entirely sure why it's there. But let's light it out up here once the water goes away. There we go. Let's head down here. Oh, god damn it. We can do that here, but not at this one. We have to jump. Wait, hang on, does it have air hike? Oh my god. It doesn't have air hike. Sparta doesn't have air hike. I have air hike, but this weapon doesn't. How garbage is that? Sparta is just inferior to Alistair. What the hell? It doesn't have air hike? You can't do that. You can't have the ultimate weapon in this game. We'll call it that and just it doesn't have air hike. It's absolutely garbage. Also, where was the door? I guess this is the one I'm looking for. Couldn't remember. Yeah, this is it. Okay. Before you go down there, head over to this door, which is now here. Come to the end of this hallway, and there'll be a blue orb fragment. And that's another health upgrade. Sweet. Okay. So now, come back out to here, and come down here, and go here. There's something engraved. Those who seek the truth shall put the egg in the basket, and shall warm it slowly with care. It will become a blue stone and the landmark to the rough roads. Might take some time for it to transform. Oh boy, you know we get to do in that time Nightmare 2, baby. Okay, I am... Oh, that's right, this one's... Okay. Okay, enough. This, or the hitboxes for these, what's the name? These little switch things. There's not really a name for these things. Are super weird. You have to be super close to them for them to actually, well for Dante to actually lock onto them. All right, this attack. So he's going to shoot out a bunch of things, and just jump around and you'll dodge them. So yeah, I was trying to target this, but Dante said no. And he said, I'll target what I want. Good thing is, you can hit him anywhere to get Devil Trigger, which is good. Okay, yeah, so this orb back here isn't broken yet. It is now, so it's going to take less damage than it would normally. That's never really explained, unless it's probably explained in an enemy file. But who's reading the enemy files? Completionists don't read the enemy files, they read the paragraph requirements down the bottom. Okay, now he's got this boomerang attack thing, which if you go up high enough, it can't actually hit you. But it is pretty dangerous. I reckon the best thing I recommend doing is just to jump all over the place and just pray that you don't get hit by it. Also, he can do the thing that he did in the first fight, where he dragged you down to the weird dimension and makes you fight a rematch. And I think he makes you fight Griffin? Yeah, I think it's a rematch of Griffin. Which sucks. Transformation is complete. Let's get Sparta back. Yeah, you can't press R3 to switch between this and Sparta. You can only do that with the Devil Trigger weapons. I'm the key to opening the gate of the underworld. The second key resides in the mirror dimension. So we get the elixir and open this little hole, and that's the end of the mission. Mission clear. That's a really sinister mission clear, just because they're red. So let's save. I've been doing a really good job this entire time of not saving over the first file, and hopefully I can keep that up for the last few missions here. So we've got 5 missions left. Enter the corrupted world. Purple orb, there we go. So I think there's 2 more purple orbs that we can get, which is 5,440 and then like 7,400, respectively. And that's expensive. God, that's expensive. I think that's actually the most expensive thing in the game. That can only be bought once, so. You know, by that I mean, you know, not something like a untouchable that you've already bought a few of and now it's super, super expensive. Down here, okay. I keep forgetting that the second layer of the stairway unlocks, or the bottom floor of it unlocks, during this weird, trippy castle visit. The elixir is responding strongly to the other painting, so now we go into this one. And now we go to the mirror. The mirror is responding to the elixir, and its reflection is growing eerier. So now we can head into the mirror world here. And get a little twisted. So we head out here. Into the courtyard, the mirror courtyard. Head down. Go for the Philosopher's Stone. I saw Philosopher's Stone and instinctively thought Harry Potter, and I'm sure most other people did as well. But these are nobodies, straight out of Kingdom Hearts. Just look at them. Looks very Disney. Now these are annoying enemies to fight, unless you do this. Granted, that applies to most of the enemies in this game, but once they get to a certain amount of damage taken off of them, they'll grow bigger and get stronger and get a third arm. And they're annoying. But I find, just do this, you know, it's much easier to take care of them. There we go, finally. S-rank combo, it's not even actually stylish. And also because this shrinks them down, something about the grenade gun really shrinks them down. And now all of them are dead. Not doing that, it's super annoying to take care of them because they just don't die. And then something about the grenade gun just really does them in. I really don't like it. But anyway, it's actually 2 blue orb fragments to get up here. So this first one, we need to... Okay, first of all, I need air hike. That's not... Yeah, we can go back to Force Edge if we want. Which is strange, but okay. So you don't need air hike. I don't even use it there. But air hike definitely helps. We can jump off here, get this blue orb fragment, and if you saw in the top left corner, up there, another blue orb fragment appeared. Now this is extremely similar to the one that I couldn't get earlier because I didn't have air hike. But now that I do have air hike, I can get it. I find the easiest way to do it is to sort of like jump backwards here and then upwards, and then Dante will usually grab the ledge. So something like that, you should be able to grab it. Alright, but once we head back here, switch back to Sparta. Head back through here and go all the way back into the real world cathedral. Yeah, no, I need air hike. This sucks. I hate doing this. So air hike it is. I'll use it to correct my jumps because I find you can actually overshoot a lot of these jumps if you use air hike, which is annoying. That one you really do want it for. So I believe there's actually a platform out here that you want to air raid to. I don't actually have air raid, or I don't have any devil trigger to use air raid, but oh god, I was scared as soon as I jumped. Went, oh, I really hope I don't fall in. Anyway, let's switch back to Sparta. But yeah, you need to double jump, and then use air raid to glide over to the blue orb that's in the middle of the sky there. So the Surge of Evil is reacting to the power of the elixir. It's starting to activate. So if we go in here, so begins the real final part of the game. So I lied. There's actually really like 4 sections of the game. That was the end of the 3rd one. The evil darkness is whirling within its mouth, with its mouth open. This must be the gate of the underworld. Exciting. Shall I use Philosopher's Stone? Go ahead. And we jump in. Wait till the next mission to find out what's down there. B rank. Okay. So now we begin the last 3 missions of the game, which is in the underworld, which is super grotesque. I actually think it looks really cool. The Nether from Minecraft actually reminds me a lot of this place, just visually at least. And I guess thematically, they're both hell dimensions. Showdown with Nightmare. Yeah, it's. I bet you didn't expect Nightmare to come back. But lo and behold, he just keeps coming back. He's here. So I like, normally hellish sort of things are really red. Like these vines aren't very original, but they're normally pretty red. But here they're really blackish. Makes it look super hellish. But anyway, let's deal with. Yeah, okay, that was my problem with Frost, is that they just sometimes just don't react to your weapon. Just annoying. Frosts are just annoying. That's all they are, is annoying. Also, I really wouldn't like to take too much damage here because we've got a boss fight coming up. I would like to have a good amount of health going into it. So, when you drop a green orb, oh, he's still alive. That's real nice. Where are you? Yeah, I can do that too. Come on. Oh, this attack sucks, because all he does, I think he actually gets health back when he does that. You can't hit him during that. You can't knock him out of that, or, prevent him from going into that. He just can go into this ice crystal and just recover. And he's doing it again. You can't... these are the worst enemies, dude. There we go. Okay, he gave us a little bit of a green orb. We can't even afford anything, so... No. Can the camera help me out here? Okay.
Dante! Dante! Help me!
Trish!
Uh-oh, shouldn't have trusted the mummy lady, I guess. Ugh.
Trish, stay back!
It's not like she can come in. Alright, Nightmare 3. Oh god, he's gonna do the thing, isn't he? Okay, I actually find the hitbox for these switches to be really, really finicky. you really have to be holding down on the direction towards them in order to get them to be targeted by Dante. Okay, so this fight can actually be pretty dangerous. Also, I'm going to want to switch back to Alistair for this, because I need Devil Trigger. This fight can be pretty dangerous, because the arena is garbage. It's super, super small. And, you know, it's not easy to traverse. And the camera isn't the greatest. And Dante will not target where you want him to. Can you? There we go. I was wondering when it was going to do this. Now we can attack the floor. So as you can see, it's red and it's broken. We're not doing as much damage to it. I think the way to really avoid it being broken is by using Ifrit and charging up a bunch of punches. Ah, bastard. There's no indication of when he's going to do that. But he got us there, and now we have to fight. Who do we fight? I don't know where it is. I'm hoping for Griffin, really, because I don't want to deal with Nello Angelo. Is it Nello Angelo? Wherever they are, I can't find them. Also, these big Sargassos are kind of annoying to deal with. Ah, of course it's Nello Angelo. Yes, that way you can just ignore these. Well, let's switch to Ifrit then. Oh no, I can do that here. Must say, it's really nice being able to switch weapons. And not have to go into the menu. Sparta, Force Edge. I really should just say Sparta because there's no merit to Force Edge. But yeah, this is Nello Angelo, so we get to fight him a 4th time. So if you thought he was hard, which he is, well, sucks to be you, I guess. Don't get hit by this attack that's not really telegraphed at all. This just drags out the fight. Sometimes it can actually be beneficial to go down here. You know, if you find these fights easier than Nightmare, then it might be better, and you can also slightly get healed by them. Alistair. Forgot I could just R3. Oh well. Okay. Alright, well then that does some damage. I feel like if you did a lot more damage to him from that attack, by getting sucked down there, it would actually be worth it. But as it stands, it's not. So let's just whack on this for a bit. And then we get electrocuted. Who has lightning powers, you ask? Why, it's Trish. Who would have thought?
You fool! You're so easy.
Trish, you?
Humans, what sweets. You should know better than to trust a stranger. Your presence has become a hindrance to my master's bloody scheme. Now die!
Okay, so what... I forgot about that. What Trish will start to do now is she'll start to hit you with lightning every now and then. And now Nightmare's doing this weird attack where he goes into the ceiling. And he tries to trap you in there, but we dodged it, so... kind of has to wait for us. We have to wait for him. Alright, so Trish is not a threat. She's not. The only threat in this fight is Nightmare. That was supposed to stay out longer than it did. Okay, just want to get that health bar down. because spoilers, I guess. Oh yeah, you can parry that little pierce attack that he has in order to stun him for a bit. But yeah, he's not done yet. He does this little desperation phase, I guess, but you can take care of that. He gets a third of his health back. This is actually a fight I really struggled on my first playthrough, Nightmare 3. I found it super difficult. But anyway. Trish dies, thank God. You wish.
Dante! Dante, why did you save my life?
Because you look like my mother.
So this is Ava's theme.
Now get out of my sight. The next time we meet, it won't be like this.
Dante!
Don't come any closer, you devil!
Now, there's one line
You
that
may look like my mother, but you're nowhere close to
Dante's
her.
voice actor
You
does
have
really
her
well. It's
soul.
that, is that
You have
don't
the
come any
face,
closer,
but
you
you'll
devil.
never have her fire.
So that theme there, Ava's theme, it's alright. You know, it's an alright cutscene track. But there was an album released, I think about 5 years ago at this stage, and it was an official Capcom album, and they remixed a lot of DMC tracks, and you know, from the 4 games that are out at the time. And one of the DMC1 tracks that they did was Ava's theme there.